Your relationship with the universe isn't a distant, formal arrangement requiring rituals, ceremonies, or special words. It's not about vision boards, manifestation techniques, or secret formulas. Those are all human inventions that actually create separation from the very force you're trying to connect with. The universe isn't some cosmic ATM waiting for you to enter the right spiritual PIN code. It's the very essence of what you are. Every cell in your body is made of star stuff. Every breath you take is cosmic energy in motion. Every thought you think is the universe thinking through you. The separation you feel is the greatest illusion ever sold to humanity. Have you ever noticed how the universe has been trying to talk to you? Yes, you. Right now, in this very moment, it's sending you messages, those little coincidences you brush off, those recurring thoughts that won't leave your mind, that gut feeling you can't explain. They're all part of an intricate conversation happening between you and the vast intelligence that surrounds us. But most of us have forgotten how to listen. We've become deaf to the whispers of the universe, blind to its signs and numb to its gentle nudges. We're too busy being busy, too preoccupied with our endless to-do lists, too caught up in the noise of modern life to hear the profound wisdom that's constantly being offered to us. I want to share something with you that changed my entire perspective on life. It wasn't a dramatic revelation or a lightning bolt moment. It was a simple realization that came through observing how energy flows in our world. You see, everything, absolutely everything, is energy in motion. Your thoughts, your words, your actions, your emotions, they're all forms of energy that you're constantly broadcasting into the universe. Think about the last time you were truly angry. Remember how that feeling seemed to attract more situations that made you even angrier? Or when you were genuinely happy, didn't it seem like the world conspired to bring you more reasons to smile? This isn't just coincidence. It's the universe responding to your energy. The universe doesn't understand words in the way we do. It understands the language of energy, of vibration, of feeling. When you're speaking to the universe, you're not just using words, you're transmitting energy. Here's the fascinating part. The universe always responds, always. Not sometimes, not occasionally, but always. Many of us have been taught to believe that life is something that happens to us. We've accepted the role of passive observers in our own story. But what if I told you that you're not just the observer, you're the creator? What if every thought you think, every word you speak, every emotion you feel is actually a conversation with the universe? Let's do something together right now. Take a moment to become aware of your breathing. Just notice it, don't try to change it. Feel the air moving in and out of your body. This simple act of awareness is your first step in learning to talk to the universe. Because before we can have a meaningful conversation with the universe, we need to learn to be present. You see, the universe speaks in the language of now. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, now. When we're lost in regrets about the past or anxiety about the future, we're literally tuning out the universe's frequency. It's like trying to listen to a radio station while being far out of its broadcasting range. But here's where it gets really interesting. The universe doesn't just respond to what we say. It responds to who we are being. Your being is your energy signature, your vibrational frequency. When you understand this, you begin to realize that talking to the universe isn't about finding the right words or performing specific rituals. It's about aligning your entire being with what you truly desire. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to have everything flow effortlessly in their lives? It's as if they have a direct line to the universe. These aren't people who necessarily work harder than others. They're people who have consciously or unconsciously learned to align their energy with their desire. Think about water for a moment. When water flows downstream, it doesn't struggle. It doesn't fight. It simply follows the path of least resistance. Yet this same water, over time, can carve through solid rock. That's the power of alignment. When you're aligned with the universe, you don't need to force things. You don't need to struggle. You flow. But here's the crucial part that most people miss. The universe doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to what you are. If you're constantly focusing on what's missing in your life, guess what the universe hears? Lack. If you're constantly worried about not having enough time, money, or love, the universe interprets this as your request for more experiences of not having enough. This isn't about positive thinking or denying reality. This is about understanding the fundamental laws that govern our universe. And just as gravity doesn't care whether you believe in it or not, it still operates. The law of energy response works whether you acknowledge it or not. Every single thing in your life right now, every relationship, every circumstance, every experience, you've attracted through your energy signature. Your life is a perfect reflection of your predominant thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. Does this mean you're to blame for everything negative in your life? Absolutely not. But it does mean you have the power to change it. When you understand that you're in constant communication with the universe, you begin to take responsibility for your energy. Think about your thoughts as seeds. Every thought you plant in the garden of your mind will eventually grow into your reality. But here's the thing about gardens. They don't judge what you plant. They don't decide that some seeds are good and others are bad. They simply grow whatever you plant. The universe works the same way. It doesn't judge your requests. It doesn't decide whether you deserve something or not. It simply responds to your energy. If you plant seeds of doubt, worry, and fear, that's what will grow. If you plant seeds of trust, love, and abundance, that's what will flourish. But how do we actually begin this sacred conversation with the universe? It starts with understanding that every moment of your life is a message. Every person you meet, every challenge you face, every joy you experience, they're all part of this ongoing dialogue. Let me share a profound truth with you. The universe always meets you at the level of your belief, not your wishes, not your hopes, but your deep-seated beliefs. Those beliefs you hold so deeply that you don't even realize they're beliefs. You just think they're facts about life. What do you truly believe about yourself, about life, about what's possible for you? These beliefs are the foundation of your conversation with the universe. They're like the settings on your cosmic radio determining what frequencies you can receive. Most of us are walking around with beliefs we inherited from others. From our parents, our teachers, our society. We never chose these beliefs, yet they're shaping our entire reality. The good news is, once you become aware of a belief, and when you change your beliefs, you change the entire conversation with the universe. The universe doesn't hear your words. It feels your energy. When you say, I want to be successful, but deep down you believe you're not good enough, guess which message the universe responds to? That's right. Your belief, not your words. This is why affirmations alone often don't work. You can't fool the universe. You can't trick it with empty words. The universe responds to your truth, your energetic truth. This is why authentic alignment is so crucial. Think about the last time you really, really wanted something. Perhaps it was a job, a relationship, or an opportunity. The more you chased it, the more it seemed to slip away. But then perhaps there was a moment when you finally let go and you made peace with not having it. And suddenly, almost magically, it appeared in your life. This isn't coincidence. This is the law of reverse effort in action. The harder you chase something, the more you energetically push it away. Why? Because chasing comes from a place of lack. It comes from believing you don't have something you need to be complete. The universe doesn't respond to need, it responds to knowing. When you know, truly know that something is yours, you don't chase it. You don't worry about it. You simply allow it to come to you. This is the art of allowing, and it's one of the most powerful ways to communicate with the universe. But here's where many people get stuck. They think allowing means doing nothing. That's not it at all. Allowing means taking inspired action while remaining detached from the outcome. It means doing what feels right in your heart while trusting that the universe... Let's talk about trust for a moment. Trust is perhaps the most important element in your conversation with the universe. When you truly trust, you stop trying to micromanage the how. You stop trying to figure everything out. You simply state your intention and then stay open to all possibilities. The universe has access to infinite possibilities, far more than your logical mind can conceive. When you try to control exactly how something should happen, you actually limit the ways the universe can help you. It's like telling the ocean which path it should take to reach the shore. This brings us to another crucial aspect of talking to the universe. Gratitude. But not the kind of gratitude that's just saying thank you for what you already have. I'm talking about the kind of gratitude that thanks the universe for what's coming before it arrives. When you can feel genuine gratitude for something that hasn't manifested yet, You're speaking the universe's language perfectly. You're operating in the realm of knowing rather than hoping. You're aligning your energy with the reality you desire to. Every great invention, every masterpiece, every breakthrough in human history started as an idea before it became reality. The inventors, artists, and visionaries didn't wait for their dreams to materialize before believing in them. They believed first, and reality followed their belief. You have the same creative power. Every single day you're using it, whether you realize it or not. The question is, are you using it consciously or unconsciously? Are you creating by design or by default? The universe is always saying yes to you. Every thought you think, every belief you hold, every feeling you nurture, the universe says yes to all of it. If you think you can't, the universe says yes, you can. If you think you can, the universe says yes, you can. The power of your attention. Whatever you put your attention on grows stronger in your life. Not because these things are actually increasing, but because your awareness of them is expanding. When you understand this, you begin to guard your attention as preciously as you would guard a treasure. Look around your life right now. What are you giving your attention to? What stories are you telling yourself about your life? About your relationships? About your possibilities? These aren't just idle thoughts. They're direct communications with the universe. The universe doesn't distinguish between what you want and what you don't want. It simply responds to what you're focusing on. When you say, I don't want to be poor, the universe hears poor. When you say, I don't want to be alone, the universe hears alone. This is why it's crucial to frame your desires in terms of what you want, not what you want to avoid. The universe responds more to your feeling state than to your words. You can say all the right things, but if your emotional vibration doesn't match your words, you're sending mixed signals to the universe. Think of it like tuning a radio. If you want to listen to a specific station, you need to tune to its exact frequency. You can't tune to 98.5 FM and expect to hear what's playing on 102.7 FM. Your emotional frequency needs to match the frequency of what you want to attract. This is where most people struggle. They want abundance but feel lack. They want love but feel loneliness. They want health but feel fear of illness. It's like trying to tune into two different radio stations at the same time. It creates static. Let me share something powerful with you. The universe doesn't know the difference between what's real and what you're vividly imagining. When you can feel the reality of your desire as if it's already happened, you're speaking the universe's language. This isn't about pretending or deceiving yourself. It's about understanding that your external reality always follows your internal reality. Always, without exception. The world you see is a reflection of the world within you. Consider how you feel when you're absolutely certain about something. There's no anxiety, no worry, no need to force anything. That feeling of certainty is what the universe responds to. When you can maintain that feeling of certainty about your desires, even before they manifest, you're mastering the art of talking to the universe. But what about when things don't seem to be working? When it feels like the universe isn't listening? These moments aren't failures in communication. They're invitations to go deeper. They're opportunities to examine what you truly believe, what you're really feeling, what you're actually communicating. Often, what appears to be the universe saying no is actually the universe saying not this way or not yet, or there's something better. This is where trust becomes crucial. Trust that the universe always has your highest good in mind, even when you can't see it. The universe operates in perfect timing, not your timing, but divine timing. Sometimes what appears to be a delay is actually perfect orchestration. While you're waiting for one door to open, the universe might be arranging multiple doors, creating something far better than what you initially asked for. This brings us to another crucial aspect of communicating with the universe. Surrender. Not the kind of surrender that means giving up, but the kind that means letting go of how things should look. When you can state your desire clearly, and then surrender the details to the universe, you're operating at the highest level of trust. Think about when you order something online, you don't worry about how it will get to you. You don't stress about which delivery route the driver will take. You simply place the order and trust it will arrive. This is how the universe works. Your job is to place the order, set the intention, and then let the universe handle the delivery details. But here's something critical. You must be willing to receive. Many people are excellent at asking, but terrible at receiving. They've been conditioned to believe they don't deserve good things, or that struggle is necessary, or that they need to work hard for it. The universe is abundant by nature. Look at nature itself. Does a tree struggle to grow? Does a flower fight to bloom? Does the sun strain to shine? No. They simply do what they're meant to do, and the universe supports them perfectly. Understanding how to receive is just as important as knowing how to ask. When you resist receiving, you're essentially telling the universe, no thank you, I don't trust your gifts. This creates a blockage in the flow of abundance that's naturally trying to reach you. Let's talk about something that few people understand. The power of your energy field. Every person in this room is radiating an energy field that extends far beyond their physical body. This field is like your personal broadcast station, constantly sending signals to the universe about what you're willing to accept in your life. Your energy field is shaped by your thoughts, your emotions, your beliefs, and most importantly, your self-image. If you see yourself as small, your energy field contracts. If you see yourself as powerful, your energy field expands. The universe responds not just to who you are, but to who you believe yourself to be. This is why self-love isn't just a nice idea. It's a crucial component of effective communication with the universe. When you truly love yourself, you naturally expand your energy field. You become more receptive to good. You allow more blessings to flow into your life. But what happens when we feel stuck? When we feel like we're doing everything right, but still not seeing results? This is when we need to understand that the universe operates in spirals, not straight lines. Sometimes you need to go through what appears to be a step backward to make a quantum leap forward. Every challenge in your life is the universe asking you a question. Are you ready to grow? Are you ready to become more than you currently are? When you can view challenges this way, they transform from obstacles into opportunities. They become invitations to expand. Think about water again. When water meets an obstacle, it doesn't stop flowing. It doesn't fight. It simply finds another way. It flows around under or over the obstacle. This is the kind of flexibility we need in our conversation with the universe. The universe never says no to your highest good. If something you want isn't coming to you, it's often because the universe has something better in store. But to receive that something better, you must be willing to release your attachment to how things should look. This brings us to another crucial aspect of talking to the universe. Patience. Not the kind of patience that means waiting passively, but the kind that means trusting the process. Understanding that everything is unfolding exactly as it should, even when it doesn't look that way to your limited perspective. Consider a garden again. When you plant a seed, you don't dig it up every day to see if it's growing. You trust the process. You provide the right conditions, water, sunlight, nutrients, and then you let nature do its work. Your manifestations work the same way. While you're waiting for your desires to manifest, the universe is waiting for you to become the person who can receive them. This is why personal growth is so important. Every step you take in your own evolution opens new channels of communication. The universe speaks to you through everything, through nature, through other people, through circumstances, through your intuition. When you begin to see everything as a message, as feedback, as guidance, your entire life becomes a conversation with the universe. Let's talk about resistance for a moment. Whenever you feel resistance in your life, it's actually the universe showing you where you need to grow. Resistance isn't punishment, it's feedback. It's showing you where your energy isn't aligned with what you say you want. Many people try to fight resistance. They push harder, they struggle more, they force things to happen. But fighting resistance is like fighting quicksand. The more you struggle, the deeper you sink. Instead, learn to see resistance as information. What is it showing you about yourself, about your beliefs, about your alignment? The universe often speaks through contrast, through showing you what you don't want so you can become clear about what you do want. Every experience of what you don't want is actually helping you define what you do want with greater precision. This brings us to one of the most powerful secrets of talking to the universe, a presence. When you're fully present in each moment, you become aware of the subtle ways the universe is communicating with you. Those little coincidences, those random thoughts, those unexpected encounters, they're all part of the conversation. Your inner dialogue is crucial in this communication. The universe hears every thought you think, every word you speak to yourself. When your inner dialogue is filled with criticism, doubt, and fear, that's what you're communicating to the universe. When your inner dialogue is filled with love, trust, and possibility, that's what you're broadcasting. The universe doesn't just respond to your conscious thoughts. It responds to your entire being, including the thoughts and beliefs you hold in your subconscious mind. This is why it's so important to do the inner work, to heal old wounds, to release limiting beliefs. Every time you heal a part of yourself, you open a new channel of communication with the universe. Every time you release a limiting belief, you expand your capacity to receive. Every time you choose love over fear, you raise your energetic frequency. The universe is always responding to your energy, not your history. This means that no matter what your past looks like, you can begin a new conversation with the universe right now. In this very moment, you can choose to broadcast a different frequency. Think about this. Every great shift in your life begins with a shift in your energy. Before the physical circumstances change, your energy must change. Before the external reality transforms, your internal reality must transform. The universe is waiting for you to step into your power. It's waiting for you to claim your birthright of abundance, joy, and love. It's waiting for you to realize that you are not separate from it, you are an expression of it. When you truly understand this, you realize that talking to the universe isn't about reaching outside yourself. It's about going within. It's about aligning with the infinite intelligence that's already within you. Every breath you take is the universe breathing through you. Every heartbeat is the universe pulsing through you. Every thought you think is the universe thinking through you. When you align with this truth, your entire life becomes a sacred conversation. The question isn't whether the universe is listening to you. It's whether you're listening to the universe. Are you paying attention to the signs? Are you following your intuition? Are you trusting the guidance you receive? Remember this? The universe is not something separate from you that you need to convince or persuade. The universe is the very essence of who you are. When you speak to the universe, you're speaking to the deepest part of yourself. Your life is not happening to you. It's happening through you. You are not just an observer in this vast universe. You are a creator. Every moment of your life is a conversation with the infinite. Every choice you make is a message to the universe. As we conclude our time together, I invite you to begin a new conversation with the universe. Not tomorrow, not when you feel more ready, but right now. In this moment, you can choose to align with the infinite intelligence that surrounds you and flows through you. The universe is always saying yes to you. What are you saying yes to? What conversation are you choosing to have? What reality are you choosing to create? You are not separate from the universe. You are the universe expressing itself as a human being for a little while. When you understand this truth, every moment becomes sacred, every choice becomes powerful, and every breath becomes a... The conversation never ends. It simply evolves as you evolve. The universe is always speaking, always listening, always responding. The only question is, are you ready to engage in the most important conversation of your life? Let this moment be the beginning of a new dialogue. Let this understanding transform how you move through the world. Let this wisdom guide every choice you make. The universe is waiting for your next word. Make it count. Thank you for sharing this sacred space. Thank you for opening your hearts and minds to this wisdom. Thank you for being ready to transform your relationship with the infinite intelligence that surrounds us all. The conversation begins now. The universe is listening. What will you say?